Thousands of people flooded the streets of Copenhagen today, waving flags, chanting slogans, and sending a clear message to Washington. Greenland is not for sale. Demonstrators gathered outside Copenhagen's City Hall before marching toward the US Embassy, protesting Trump's renewed push to take control of Greenland, an autonomous territory of Denmark rich in minerals and strategic value. The protests come just days after Trump warned that he may put a tariff on countries opposing his plan, escalating tensions between the United States, Denmark, and Greenland. Protesters waved Greenlandic and Danish flags, held signs reading "Stop Trump" and "Greenland not for sale," and even carried a statue mocking the US president. Police were deployed in large numbers around the US Embassy as demonstrators arrived, but the protest remained peaceful. One protester, Liza Tuperna, said people in Greenland are deeply worried. Others questioned why the US would even consider annexation.
This is it's a time where we're all worried. Lots of my family and friends in Greenland are sleepless at nights. You have military arrived in Greenland. You have a man in the States that's kind of so unpredictable in the things he does, and this is just way out of the limits of what you can expect in a democracy. So it's important for me to show up, and I didn't expect this many people to be here today. So it's really touching. Yeah. Well, I do believe that we are resisting him. The question is, as you said, well, no one can set any boundaries for me. I'll do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. And I think that is actually the problem here, that you don't really know what's going to happen. If he wants to do it, no military in Greenland can make any difference. It can be a symbolic thing that we are standing together and helping Greenland. We have your back and stuff like that. But in fact, they can't really do anything else.
You know, it's just wrong. What the idea of trying to annex Greenland for no reason when the Americans have access to it anyway. I feel that there's a little bit more motive, but it sounds like a conspiracy. But it's just wrong. The idea of doing it is wrong.
It's quite worrying what's going on, and but I think it's something that's on everybody's mind in Greenland and Denmark. It is, and then it's also we shouldn't be pushed by just big countries and a bully really. So we need to push back, and that's what we're doing here in a very peaceful way. And it's very good to show our democratic rights and being respectful and support Greenland.
There's so much confusion about the administration in the USA, and I think there are so many Americans that are not represented by him. I need to show that we don't agree on this, and we are with the American people that will be the ones to stand up and fight this crazy man and the crazy idea, basically greed, I guess.
And while protests erupted in Denmark, the strongest message came from Greenland itself. In Greenland's capital, Nuuk, thousands of people took to the streets to protest President Donald Trump's plans for the United States to annex the mineral-rich Arctic territory. Waving Greenlandic flags and chanting songs, demonstrators marched through the city and gathered outside the American Consulate, delivering a unified and unmistakable message: Greenland is not for sale. Signs reading "Our land, not yours" were held high as protesters stood on rocks overlooking the city, emphasizing both their connection to the land and their determination to defend it.
We are not for sale. We are a free people. We have always been a free people. We have never had wars. We have togetherness in our mindset. We take care of each other, and that's something actually a lot of other countries in the world can learn from us, that we take care of each other and protect each other. So that's why we're here.
It's very tiring, and it takes a lot of energy. And what we want to use our energy on is just to live here, live with each other, live in peace, and in the country that we love and we respect. We know the Arctic, we know our country, and we are the ones to care for it. And it's been. It's quite a big pressure from the whole world for us to take decisions. We never ask to have this situation. We never asked for this position we have right now, a situation. So we just want to live in peace and abide in our country. So we hope this pressure will be removed from us.
It's very clear that we want our own country for ourselves. And we won't receive anything from Trump, no matter what.
Greenland's Minister for Natural Resources, Naja Nathanielsen, was also present at the demonstration. She acknowledged that dialogue with the U.S. administration has begun, but stressed that nothing has been agreed. Nathanielsen made Greenland's position clear. Greenland is open to cooperation with the United States, but only on its own terms. She said there is a red line, and that red line was visible in the streets of Nuuk today.
We are very happy that we have started the dialogue with the U.S. administration. We don't think anything is solved yet, and we insist on going into the dialogue with the say that we want to evolve Greenland on our own terms. We welcome the U.S. to do so with us. We understand their needs, but there is a red line, and that red line was shown today. We are not for sale, and all we want is collaboration and bilaterally.
Trump's renewed interest in Greenland and his warning of possible tariffs against countries opposing his plans has triggered alarm across Denmark and the Arctic region. For Greenlanders, the issue goes beyond geopolitics or minerals. It's about sovereignty, identity, and self-determination. From Copenhagen to Nuuk, the message is now echoing across the Arctic and beyond. Greenland belongs to its people. Its future will not be bought, and it will not be imposed.
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update. Download the One India app now.